So, wasted about 8 minutes of talking. Didn't have the microphone plugged in, but we're here. So, conversation was about the mount on this camera to the helmet. Jarvisbiker secrets. The mount is actually a stick-on double-sided tape curved GoPro mount to the jawbone of the helmet with the round GoPro attachment that has the 1/4 inch NC coarse thread in it. So I took 2 of those, I put a piece of threaded rod into them, alcohol swabbed both faces of that, used the glue that uses ultraviolet light to harden it, so it hardens. Basically it's a plastic repair. So I ensured that when it was bolted right up tight with the 2 parts totally cinched together, tight, hard, that the camera would be pointing in the direct straight away. So once I ensured that, I backed it all off, swabbed it with alcohol, and then applied the glue to both surfaces, and then threaded them back together with the glue, and using the ultraviolet light that's in the glue kit, hardened it. Takes a matter of about a few seconds with the ultraviolet that it actually turns hard. So that joint is now extremely rigid. It has a steel inner threaded rod holding the 2 together, torqued, plus the glue is holding the 2 faces together so that they can't unwind. So to get that apart, I would probably have to break it. So it would be that you'd just order 2 more if you wanted to do something different. But it's nice and close, but it still leaves, if I set it right, it still leaves room for the visor to come down. So right now I've got it tucked right up in tight to the helmet, to the jaw. So it's not restricting my view. What I see is the very top of the GoPro case and the top silver button. That's all I can see out of my eye, and possibly a little bit of the corner of the viewing back screen of the camera. So it's well out of my driving visual. It's out of my eyesight, so it's not interfering with me seeing potholes or obstacles in the road up close and things like that. So I'm really pleased with how rigid it is now. Before it was kind of, you could see it kind of moving a little bit in the wind and everything. So that's a good plus. And the others are the natural GoPro mounts for the GoPro sessions. The Hero Black can fit on this mount and replace that GoPro session if I need it to. Say I'm still filming and the session battery goes dead without any way to charge it on the road without charging it in the trunk. I can change the battery because I have a battery charger in the back. I can use one of those batteries to fire up the Hero Black and use it for the second view. So I think that's going to be the setup if I don't like the way the file systems are changing, and it's hard to edit because they're different file lengths. So when the sessions run out or something happens to one of the other ones, it's really hard to get everything lined back up again. I guess if you had a giant video screen editing computer, you would be able to see the whole video length all in one screen and be able to decipher what was going on with the whole picture. But on my little laptop, it's causing me grief on occasion. So that was nice of this guy. He's made it so we can't get by him on the right. He's made it perfectly clear that nobody's leaving until he does. Hummer. Real windy along here. Even with these trees, it still blows hard across. There's an open field right behind that row of trees, and here we go. She's gonna blow. Next topic is the problem that I was having with the Cena units. Bikers, lots of bikers. One bright yellow Goldwing mixed in with all those Harleys. You need one to get you home, I guess. So, the Cena units. We were having trouble with the multitasking. How it was watching this guy. Okay. How during the multitasking it was shutting off one of the units. And it wasn't shutting it off, it was just like it was frozen and it didn't work. Turns out I figured it out, and the reason I figured it out was because it seemed like it was always when my wife was using the other unit. So it didn't matter which way I put them on which helmet. Whatever one I was wearing was the one that was failing. So I got thinking about it, and what I realized was her microphone was staying open all the time because of wind noise. Even though the sound deadening setting is at the highest, and the microphone is the flat disc one that actually sticks to the bar of the helmet. So I think the actual wind noise is transferring through the helmet into the back of the microphone, and that's so it's triggering to shut off the music to me so that I can hear her talk. But she's not talking, it's the wind that's doing it. So I need to purchase a windsock and put the bar style microphone in her helmet, not use that one anymore with the windsock. And then hopefully there's, with the Dragon Wings and the new Airstream or V-Stream windshield, it will quiet it down enough that it'll start working. Then I'll be able to hear the music and the CB through the FreeWire. Now it works fine for me, like right now. I can put it through my helmet. We'll put it on auxiliary, and we'll put it to headphone, and we'll see if we get music here. I don't know if even if I turn my head unit on or not. So that's what the issue is anyway, and it works fine when I'm alone. It's only when I have my passenger and their microphone gets activated by the wind. It seems that's the way. So Cena, you're off the hook. Everything should work good. We'll just have to figure out how to deaden down that wind noise somehow. Microphone sock or some other means. And that should be good. Big Ram. Boy likes his truck. He's got her shining. Long way to a short light. Let's go, folks. So that's a short update. We'll see if the remote works and shuts these things off. Hopefully that issue's been straightened out with just changing some settings. I already did. So we'll call it goodbye until the trip home, and we'll fire all this back up again and see what else we can talk about. So time out.